My name is Kaviporn Dasavapur. I work in Southeast Asia. I am a researcher and I am also running small-scale projects to support governance reform, including a pilot on a training course focusing on governance, integrity, and corruption prevention. I have done some work on corruption in service delivery sectors, especially education and healthcare. In educational services, corruption takes place on two levels. In the government agencies are responsible for managing educational services, as is the case with the printing and circulation of textbooks, and in the relationship between teachers and parents or students. Corruption can often be seen in informal payments from parents to get children admitted or to get favorable class placement and to pass grades. In the health sector, there are cases of corruption in the management of drugs and also cases in the delivery of health services. The prominent forms of corruption are informal payments for services, over provision of medical treatment, emphasis on services to raise a unit income, and insurance fraud. How does corruption affect access to services? Corruption in the management of services makes education and healthcare expensive, and additionally, those who are able to offer informal payments or those who have personal connections receive better services, and this automatically denies access to those who have neither. The poor are in the most disadvantaged position without the means to make additional payment or personal connections. They suffer from lower quality service. And finally, corruption in service delivery also has a long-term negative impact on service units in at least two ways. Units become uninterested in improving overall customer-oriented performance. And secondly, units have a tendency to focus on service areas or processes that bring about informal benefit. What could be the anti-corruption campaign in these sectors? Uh, Personally, I would campaign to make education and health sectors corruption-free zones. As a researcher and also an occasional trainer, I am particularly interested in starting with corruption risk and factors that generate corruption opportunities within different governance contexts. In the two cases on education and healthcare, I find that there are multiple factors that foster corruption opportunities. In the healthcare sector, some institutional and organizational factors identified are uh, financial self-management mechanisms for health facilities, discrepancies between official hospital fees and market prices, the salary system for service providers compared to other service sectors, information asymmetry between service providers and clients, and a supply-demand imbalance. And within this context, medical ethics is also a crucial factor. In the case of education, multiple factors fostering corruption risks also exist. Um, the first question that I have asked and tried to explore is why parents pay extra to get children into a particular public school. And one of the key causes is the fixed universal school fee bracket that is applied regardless of an individual school's infrastructure and teaching quality. So if there are quality differences between schools, but no difference in school fees, then there emerges a situation of informal payment. This is a situation where parents try to choose better schools as prices are the same among public schools. However, there are other factors that I have also taken into consideration as well when thinking about corruption risk in the education sector. They include the availability of alternative schools, school compliance on class size, role of education inspectors or school inspectors, and regard for the opinions of parents who might be affected by overcrowded schools. So I repeat that I would start with corruption risk, and then I would emphasize some immediate measures that will help rectify the situation while also linking the campaign with a broader governance reform process. For the training course that I am piloting, I brainstorm with participants on factors that generate corruption opportunities and how problem-solving responsibilities may be distributed among different parties. For the question on who should be engaged in an anti-corruption strategy, I think that curbing corruption requires a collective effort simply because the causes of corruption are multi-level and multi-dimensional. In the education sector, if corrupt practices arise, they may take place between the school and parent or the student, between parents and public officials, and between schools and regulatory officials. I'm just citing the selected sets of relationships. In practice, these people and entities should be involved in discussing a preventive strategy. In the healthcare sector, the same discussions apply. Management officials at central and local levels, heads of health facilities, frontline service providers, medical associations, and patients all have to get involved. And it goes without saying that in all sectors, external monitoring, either from the media or oversight agencies, is also necessary.